I really fucking love snacks.
Hello and welcome to Snack Time. I'm your host, Lindsay Adams. Thank you for listening, subscribing, and doing all the stuff. Guys, I'm so excited for our guest today. I mean, he is the voice of Comedy Central. Give it up for David Gborie.
Hello, fellow podcast enthusiasts.
We were just talking about how much we love podcasts.
And we're really on the cutting edge. We're up on the industry as a whole.
It's honestly, it's like I get why it's booming. I personally understand.
What are you going to do? Listen to Ja Rule in your car? No.
No, absolutely not. Would never. All my playlists, absolutely not hits of 2003. Not even close.
That was a good era for pop hits, though, I think.
It was arguably, though, like some people, like my husband will say it's like the worst era of music that exists. And I couldn't have a more different opinion.
I think it can be both, right? I mean, it's bad. Like Christina Milian is not going to be like one of the greatest singers of all time.
No.
But we can enjoy it still.
That's how I feel. And she had a Netflix movie come out. So good for her.
She's still there. She's still doing it.
She's still hot. She married the dream. That didn't work out.
Oh, no.
But, you know, it's fine. They're both rich.
Yeah,
Nobody's the end of the day. No, I think it was like bad, good music because it was like when hip hop became pop in a way that was like really commercial and like cringy in a good way for me.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was doing the snap. It was just it was like we had forgotten about 9/11. We were like, that's the worst thing that's ever going to happen to us. Let's just put on a tall tee.
I'm actually like haunted by remembering when right after 9/11.
It's not funny.
I'm actually haunted by the ghosts of 9/11. That's weird that you bring that up. No,
it comes up all the time. You'd be surprised.
Especially on this podcast. It's crazy. No, right after 9/11, they did like a cover of Marvin Gaye, What's Going On?
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Ja Rule was on that song.
Yes. Yes. It was like Ja Rule, J-Lo, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, Destiny's Child, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God.
Fuck. And I'm trying to remember who else.
I hope Daddy Yankee was the other.
I know. They did have, Ja Rule, I think, was on that. I mean, Ja Rule's on some weird shit.
It was like a over-the-top video, right? Like they were all wearing like red, white, and blue, and they had like masks on or something.
Yes. And they were all like really, okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on cover 2001. I have to look it up while we're like in the moment.
I can't believe I forgot about that.
I know. And so they did an AIDS worldwide cover, also a tribute.
I feel like that's not the one I want.
No, that's not the one I want. They did like some post 9/11. I'm going to do post 9/11.
It was What's Going On, though.
It was What's Going On.
Ja Rule did a lot of this, like when he sang, you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember so much.
Yes.
I was just telling my little brother, it's so funny we're talking about Ja Rule if we're talking about him. I was hanging out with my little brother in that song. I was watching music videos and we were watching I'm Real, the music video.
Oh my God.
But my little brother's like 20. So I had to be like, you don't even know, dude. I was in the house just praying to God for a girlfriend to listen to the song with. Like, and I couldn't like explain it to him. He didn't get that was a hard one if you did not have a relationship.
I mean, yes. I mean, I was obsessed with Ja Rule when I was in obsessed. I was like, when Pain is Love or Love is, I can't even remember that. When that came out, I was like, I just remember being at my friend's house and being like, play it again. And now it's like actually the most heinous thing. If I ever wonder where like my internalized misogyny comes from, all I need to do is listen to any of my favorite music from when I was growing up, because like
100%.
Listening to Put It On Me is like
it's also ridiculous because you grow up and you're like, that little guy was just singing his heart out.
Yeah. I know.
He was so little.
I know. I was like, he was so tiny. And I actually just tweeted this yesterday because I was thinking about it. But like then he like went to have a reality show about his family. Did you remember that? It was on
was it on
MTV.
After Run's house?
Yeah, it was like MTV just started handing out reality shows to rappers. Like they were like, yeah.
I remember the 3-6 Mafia one. That was really good though.
3-6 Mafia one was really good, but I think it was too good. Ja Rule was like, it was like Ja Rule's house or something. What was it called? Shit. Follow the Rules. That's what it was called.
That's a good name though.
Follow the Rules.
That's very good.
Yeah. And so it was like him and his wife, but it's so funny because it's like Ja Rule, the picture. I wish I could show this. I want everyone to Google Follow the Rules.
I mean, I'm going to do it right now.
It's literally just his giant shoulders and body and his tiny head stuffed in this like sweater next to his wife. And they're just, that's their whole thing. He's just like, yeah, man. It looks like he's just talking about how like she didn't pick up the groceries. And like, I really emphatically.
I Googled it. Oh, he's too buff for that sweater. He's too strong.
I emphatically support rappers who decided to make easy money off of doing a reality show.
Yeah, I have nothing against it. It's hard to be a rapper, man. You know what I mean?
Especially coming from that era, because people did in retrospect turn around and go, yeah, I know you were the top, like in the top 10 for like over a year, but that music is the biggest trash I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And they're like, my life's work.
I'm young Jock. What will I do? No, he's still doing good, I think.
Ja Rule?
Young Jock.
Young Jock. Oh, yeah.
Young Jock is doing okay.
No, you know what? I actually think Ja Rule's fine too, probably because of people like me who are constantly trying to check up on him and be like, "Are you all right? I would save you."
Well, didn't he do the Fire Fest? That was a Ja Rule.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think the thing that worked out for Ja Rule in his favor for this is like I don't think anyone's ever been like Ja Rule is smart.
That's fair.
So
all I've ever thought is that he just needs love.
Yeah, he looks like a little worm.
Yeah, and every thug needs a lady. He screamed it.
Yeah, he just wanted to be held while he beat. What are the lyrics and Put It On Me? It's something like, send her home with bruises.
Yeah. Oh man,
it's so cringe to be like, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want.
But when I was a kid, I didn't know he was so little. Like now, when you hear it, it's like the delusional rants of a tiny man.
Right.
Like,
right.
Yeah, I guess that is what you would say, little guy.
Yeah, he's little, so he had to have the soft side to him.
Yeah.
That's like what, and then, he
was pretty much singing like nasty R&B.
He really was. And then he had all these songs about ecstasy, which now if you say ecstasy, you sound old because it's
when did that happen?
I don't know.
I missed the whole ecstasy. I missed the whole boat, I feel like.
I just remember everybody, it was like, because house music, I don't know how old you are. I feel like we're the same age.
I'm 34.
Yeah, I'm 34.
Okay, yeah. Class of 05. Staying alive.
I was 06, but yes.
Oof. Okay, that's okay too. That's okay.
I know. It's fine. But no, when house music got popular where I was too, people were like listening to Castles in the Sky. Yeah. I never did, but that was like.
I remember that time period is a lot of people saying like they like I knew a lot of kids who like were ecstasy experts. So they'd be like, oh, when I eat yellows, then I want Taco Bell, but greens make me horny. And you're like, I think this is all made up. I think this is all made up. And it's like triple stack, double stack. Like, I just remember kids talking real technical about ecstasy for a long time.
Absolutely. They would be like, all right, here's what everybody did have like a real method.
Yeah, like 18-year-old dudes with tongue rings. Like that was.
Yes. Yes. If you had like a lollipop at any point, people were like, you rolling? You rolling?
I remember I saw a kid that I went to summer school with. I was working and he called himself, and this is before Bad Boys 2 came out, by the way.
Okay.
He sold ecstasy. He called himself an X-Man.
Stop.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I was working at a Loaf and Jug gas station, and he came in and we got to talking, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm actually an X-Man now.
Where'd you grow up?
Colorado.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Outside of Denver?
Yeah. The whole, from as far out as Elizabeth all the way into like Aurora and then Denver. Just the whole Colorado trashy suburbs situation.
I love it. I love a trashy suburb. My family almost moved to Colorado. We almost moved to.
You're from New Jersey?
Yeah. But my dad almost got a job in Colorado that had us move out there. And we drove from New Jersey to Colorado because they thought it would be like a fun trip.
That's so far.
And I was experiencing severe depression at the time. And so I was in the car and I was like, I hate the planes. Everything's flat. I hate it. And I like had a meltdown and they were like, this did not work out the way we planned.
Oh, I mean, you would have loved it if you liked the New Jersey. I think it's pretty standard suburb.
I probably would have loved it, but I literally was at the phase in my life where I was like, if you make me do anything I don't want to do, I will kill myself.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, man. I will kill myself and I will follow up on it.
Were you just like in the back listening to Ja Rule, just like seething?
I was so mad.
He knows that pain is love. He knows.
Yeah, like I can't even be with my friends right now. My friends. My friends. Remember Jagged Edge?
Of course I remember Jagged Edge.
Okay, I didn't know.
Man, I was a huge fan.
Were you?
Of Jagged Edge, of course.
I don't know. I don't know your genres of music.
Oh, I was I wanted people to think that I was tough, but I was just very soft at heart. So like they made a Let's Get Married song. Like,
I know.
It's so good. And they played at weddings now. And it's great. It's like the best part of the wedding.
That's what I'm saying. That's why that musical era was actually incredible, because you had people pandering to audiences to a degree that you just don't see anymore.
No, everybody wants to be an artist. Back then they were like, I'm a product.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
they were.
it was great. It was great. It was like American cheese. Like it's not real, but it's so good on burgers.
Exactly. It was like, do you want to hear something cool? Okay, I'll give it to you. I want to be rich. Like,
yeah.
They're like, everything we said in the 90s about authenticity is out the window.
No, it is straight up like people wearing just giant jerseys and things.
Yeah.
My clothes were really, really big.
Were they?
Oh, I had a G Unit jacket and it was like a 5XL.
Stop. You had a G Unit jacket.
Yeah, I did. I got it. And it was crazy because I got it at TJ Maxx. Shout out to TJ Maxx.
That's right. They used to have shit like that there.
Sometimes you could like really come up.
Yeah. They used to have a lot of, what was Puff Daddy? Is it P. Diddy?
Sean John. Lots of Sean John.
They had so much Sean John. That was what I remember the most, is like going there. And it was like, if you want a Sean John hoodie, you go to TJ Maxx. You go.
Wasn't there a girl Sean John?
Baby fat.
Yeah. Oh man. That's
I had so much baby fat. So much. They were the first stretchy jeans. And I was like, how has everybody's wearing Abercrombie and Fitch? And I was like, these jeans are stretchy, you guys.
I remember so many girls with the baby fat, the jacket, like it had like the fur on the hood.
Oh my God.
Like short.
Yeah, I had that. I had the boots with the fur, and then I had a Pepe jeans jacket that I thought was really cool.
Pepe jeans. You could never tell. Is it cool? Is it not? I don't know.
I know. I was like, well, I got it at this store in the right next to Oriental Trading at the mall. So
yeah.
It's gotta be cool.
It was this or the Scarface jacket. And quite frankly, I didn't have the money.
I saved so much money to get that stupid fucking jacket.
It's not even like a jacket that's like his comeback. Like you'd be like, oh, thank God I got it.
No.
Like, that was only that. It's never going to come back.
No, it's mortifying. It's like I think I have a picture of it somewhere that from like 15 years ago or something when I went home and was like, why does this here? And it's just like it couldn't even be resuscitated for ironic value.
No, it's it's a goofy looking jacket.
It's bad. But I'm glad we started this off on a Ja Rule note because, but I'm glad that you chose the snack that you did because it's very specific and I want to hear more about it. So you chose Triscuits and sour cream.
Yeah.
Dish.
Man, I think a lot of it, my mom is not from this country. So she was not like, I couldn't convince her that the stuff from the commercial was good.
Oh, where is she from?
She's from Sierra Leone, West Africa. So she just like, I couldn't be like, no, kids eat Dunkaroos. Like that wasn't, you know what I mean? Like it just didn't like, so it was like we had very boring, not flashy foods. I mean, we had Triscuit, not even Ritz. We had Triscuits. Like that's that's like the most studious, do your homework cracker that there is.
It's nutritious. Did you like Triscuits or were you just like, this is what I eat now?
Okay, so this is what happened. We'd get I would always try to like MacGyver food I wanted out of the bad food that my mom got. So it started out with like, I try to make Triscuits nachos.
Ooh.
It's difficult because I was a latchkey kid, so I couldn't use the oven. So then you're doing it in the toaster oven. And it's just like, it took a lot of time. And then it was just, I think I just tried Triscuits with every single thing we had in the fridge. And I don't like sweets as much as I like savory stuff anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was just like cold and creamy and salty. It was perfect.
Did you ever get to make like the dips, mix the dips into the sour cream?
Never. I still, I know it would be so much of a better, like there was no evolution of the snack. Like I found it probably in like 4th grade and then I still fuck with it sometimes now.
I mean, it's comforting though. If it's like, that's what it comes back to. It doesn't end up mattering what it is. You just get it because it's comforting.
Yeah, I think so. Like I'll get it on the road sometimes if I don't want to have food in my hotel room or whatever. I'll just go to like Dwayne Reed's or some shit and get one. Does
that register for you as being like, if you were like, because in my mind, if I get a snack that I had when I was a kid, for some reason to me, I'm like, oh, it's healthy compared to like going and getting a burger at McDonald's.
I think that, but also it wasn't a snack that was prepared for me. It was like, I invented it and I was like an animal. So when I first started doing it, my mom would get so mad. She'd be like, if you keep dipping these Triscuits directly in the sour cream, I'm not going to buy sour cream anymore because there's just crumbs and whatever because you're like a little monster. So I don't think I think of it as healthy, but it is comforting. It is very much like, okay, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I got
sour cream. Sour cream is also delicious. I've had like a resurgence of my mom never let me have like the fun foods either. So I can relate to trying to get what you can out of it.
Yeah, you're trying to backdoor it somehow.
Exactly. And I loved sweet. So I would just dump sugar and cinnamon on everything. Like this, like cinnamon bread, but also literally anything that I could. I would put butter and cinnamon and sugar on.
That's perfect though.
Yeah. And it's like if you're like with Triscuits, for example, You've got the groundwork of something that could be delicious.
Right. It's salty. That's all you need. It's got a salt base. That's all you need.
And carb base. If it's got
Right.
like some sort of like grain, any sort of cracker has potential.
Right. Yeah, I think I agree with you completely.
I do think that, have you had the flavored Triscuits?
Yeah, I think they kind of go OD, to be honest. There's
I agree.
Right? Like there's a couple of them that are okay, but most of them, it's like you did too much. There's too much rosemary or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They go too hard. So I gotta go original.
I agree. And I also I don't know if they have cheese Triscuits, but like I would, like if they made basically a Cheez-It, but a Triscuit, I would try that. Like if it had cheese dust all throughout.
I mean, cheese cracker is like a top tier cracker.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
That's like king, and then everything else is kind of like hanging out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cheez-Its that's basic. That's like not even have that's like a meal.
I mean, absolutely. I feel like my mom definitely used to let me have Triscuits, and we did try the flavored ones, and they absolutely geared it towards adults.
Oh, the whole thing. That's the problem. It's the most grown-up cracker there is.
It's grown up and it's rude. And it's
it's like harsh, kind of.
It's rude. It really like, and it's similar to like, it's so like, it's got so many elements to it. You've really got to work hard for it in a way that you don't need to when you're a kid.
Yeah, no. You know what Triscuits is? Triscuits is like, your mom works at the library and you go to see her at work and you're like, Mom, I'm hungry. And she's like, maybe there's some food in the employees lounge. They usually have some snacks. And then you go into the employees lounge of the library and all there are is Triscuits.
Yeah.
That's
Triscuits, like, I can't tell you how many Airbnbs I've gone to where I go through the cabinets and there's like no food, Triscuits.
Yeah. Oh man, it is an Airbnb cracker. Why is that?
I don't know. Nobody eats them. They've got like,
they last.
It's always in every Airbnb pantry. It's always pancake mix.
Yeah.
Like Triscuits, maybe a bag of popcorn, like unpopped.
Like the kernels. Like the, yeah.
Exactly.
Or like pink Himalayan salt.
Oh my God. What is it?
People I don't know why that is.
I don't need that.
I've never needed. I have some in my house that I don't use. I don't need to take it on the road.
I don't need it. I would love to open an Airbnb pantry and see a full thing of Oreos. Would be great.
It would never happen.
No, I just imagine though. But I love Triscuits are the food left over at Airbnbs.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
They just need to get rebranded.
They've tried though. They keep trying.
Not with what they need to do. Fucking college ass flavors. Like they need to get a jet ski or something.
I agree. What would be a Triscuit flavor you would want?
You know what I would eat?
Triscuit innovation, if you will.
I would give me the chip flavors. Give me sour cream and onion. Give me barbecue Triscuits. I would eat a barbecue.
Oh, yes.
Like they need to quit playing around. They're going nuts over there. Cracked pepper and like too much garlic. Come on. Who's that for?
I know. Oh, the rosemary and olive oil. I'm like,
that one is it's crazy.
Keep rosemary off my fucking crackers.
Get it out of here. I don't want it really on anything.
Same.
I guess it's for like white meats, right? It's for like lamb and stuff.
Yeah. And I don't like white meats.
See, boom.
Yeah. I don't want it on. I don't need it. It reminds me of like gross chicken that's like dried out.
Yeah.
Sitting in the pan.
People put it on. People who can't cook lean on it real hard, I think.
A+, you got it. Bam. Yeah. Nailed it.
There's rosemary in this, and it's like, because it's bad. It's because there's no salt on it.
What did your mom do for work? You said you were a latchkey kid.
Oh, she was a social worker.
Damn, she was a good person.
Yeah. She was a social worker for like the state and then a few like private places.
So she did good work. Meanwhile, you're over here with the Triscuits.
Triscuits and sour cream, just trying to figure it out.
Did you have friends' houses that had the best snacks that you would go to?
Yeah, it was always fucked up. Like I remember my best friend at elementary school. His parents had. I think you bought them at Costco. They were like the microwavable mini pizzas. You know?
Yes.
Man, I thought I was like, you're rich people.
Yeah.
You're rich people that have pizza in your freezer.
Wait, are you talking about the personal pan size, like the Red Baron?
Yeah, the little one.
Yeah.
And you would like put it on the thing. You had to build the little table.
Yes.
And then put it on there. Yeah. Oh man. That shit was not in my house. I don't think ever.
Really? So did your mom cook everything fresh too?
She cooked a lot because she's from Africa. So she's just, I think, just used to cooking every day. So she cooked mostly. We didn't even do we do stuff like hamburger helper or something kind of every now and again.
Yeah.
But it is mostly like actual cooking, you know.
That's great.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was
it's
really
great,
good.
but if I was a kid, my dad loved to cook and my mom cooked, but I was like, fuck you, give me a tea. I literally would have lit my house on fire for a TV dinner.
Oh my God, or like a Totino's party pizza.
Oh.
Because you know what I don't give a shit about as a little kid? Like lamb. Or you know what I mean?
They're like, here's some really good pork loin. And I'm like, if you don't get me a kid cuisine right now.
Yeah. They got desserts.
Yes. They had the little brownies. My mom would she started laughing at me at one point because I was like so dedicated. I was like, just give me this bad macaroni and cheese plate. That's all I want.
It was. Now would you ever? I could never.
No.
Except Banquet used to have $1 pot pies.
Yeah.
And that was a good.
Oh.
I would still fuck with those to this day.
We had microwave pot pies. We had in terms of that, my mom's not a great cook. So, and my dad worked and my mom also worked. So we had to find a balance between, the emphasis on health, but then also being like, here's this organic Annie's burrito, this microwave burrito, but it's organic. So
organic food was not good back then. It wasn't. I feel like the organic snack game has come a really, really long way.
Oh, if my mom was parenting me with what's available now, I would have been way less of a little shit brat about it. I was so furious that I couldn't eat real fruit roll-ups.
I was just going to say, did you ever get those fruit leathers?
Yes.
Oh, what trash. Fucking trash ass snack. You got to pull that out at lunch like a fucking asshole. Oh man.
It's exactly it. That was you're like, why is it brown?
Yeah, it looks so bad.
The only one that was a good color was grape because it had kind of a purpley thing going on.
Yeah, but the gross part now though is you go back. Fruit roll-up was synthetic. It looked like it was made in a lab.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was gross.
It was bad. I just talked about it on the last episode because I bought a box and I ate them. And I was like, this is so disappointing.
Yeah, that shit was gross.
They're so thin. And I'm like, I don't know why there's candy. We could just be eating candy.
Yeah. They had great marketing, though. It was really good commercials.
We had the best. That's the thing, too. It's even when you're talking about building the little stand with the pizza, come on, that's so fun.
That's a lot. They really wanted to make it a good time for us to eat bad food in the night.
Yeah. And they did. It succeeded. The Hot Pocket sleeves.
Yeah.
Was that necessary?
No, it could not have been. It doesn't. And it was metal colored on the inside. So you're like, oh yeah, I think it's conducting some kind of extra heat or some bullshit.
You're like, hey, if it's not in the sleeve, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you eat Bagel Bites? Were you allowed to have that?
Every now and again, that's like a special treat kind of thing.
Bagel Bites.
Bagel Bites were so not good either, though.
I know. I'm so glad you said that.
Like it was like always like it was like bad pizza and bad bagels. Because also the good thing about my mom though is like because she didn't like I don't think commercials got her that much. We would also eat like good pizza or good Indian food. So like I did kind of know, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we had good food, but I like was so driven by the commercial culture of the 90s.
Oh yeah.
I just didn't care. Like I just wanted, I like wanted cotton candy, Dippin' Dots. Like I wanted everything that was disgusting.
I just wanted stuff on TV. Even like cars would be like, why don't you drive a fucking Mazda? Zoom, zoom, zoom. You know, like commercials they really got in there.
They did. They fucking did. They got in that brain.
Like I still want a fruit roll up. I know how bad it is.
I know. I'm convinced now what the fruit roll ups they were the pizza ones, right? It was fruit by the foot and then there was fruit roll up.
Yeah. Fruit roll ups was the bigger one.
With the pizza. So,
yeah.
Like you could,
And they'd have like stuff you could like pull out and it'd be like,
which is sick. That's cool.
We thought it was fruit too. They were like, yeah, this is fruit. It's like Day-Glo.
Yeah. I remember when I learned how to reading all of like the labels and stuff. And on everything, it was always like 1% fruit juice. And I was like, sick.
Yeah, this is pretty much, I just ate an apple, right?
I'm like, yeah, you know. Well, it was also like big into, juice. Are juice boxes still a thing for kids? I'm so detached.
They can't be. I don't think kids are still
juice boxing.
I don't think so. Like Capri Sun and Squeeze It and stuff. Because it was like, it wasn't that convenient. You know what I mean?
It wasn't. And it was wasteful, right? It was wasteful. Yeah.
I was really thirsty as a kid for whatever reason. I just like drank a lot. I still drink like a shit ton of water and stuff.
That's so funny.
It's
I was a really
weird.
thirsty kid.
I was like a really thirsty boy. And now I'm looking back on it. I don't really know what to make of it. Like I would think it all the time. I'd be like, I'm so fucking thirsty right now.
That's honestly so funny.
Like that's so weird. And then I got into stand-up comedy. But I would have to have two. My mom would have to pack me two in one lunch. And then it's like super wasteful.
We had like Welch's. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we had some. I could do Capri Sun. That always felt like I won over on something because it was so commercial. And my mom was like, yeah, you can have it.
Did you ever put the straw in the bottom? Were you a rebel?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, let it fill up, drink it like a cup.
Yeah. You know who brought up Capri Sun early on in the podcast? Julia Loken brought up frozen Capri Sun.
Oh shit.
Is that not a throwback?
I forgot that people were doing that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that makes me think about like summertime, like jumping through a sprinkler.
Right.
Yeah. Eating a frozen Capri Sun.
And you could never get like your whole mouth around it. And it was like the sloppiest, weird popsicle thing.
I think we also grew up with the worst ice cream.
We did.
Because Ice Cream Man ice cream was like trash.
Yeah. The Flintstone push-up pops though.
Those were great. Those because they were so creamy. But I'm talking about like the baseball glove and then the mitt is a baseball.
Yeah.
And it's gum.
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, that was bad ice cream.
They stopped doing gum in that, hopefully. There's a picture of me. I think I'm at Disney World when I was a kid eating this like melting Disney head, like Mickey Mouse head. And the eyeballs are just like staring. It's like black gumballs that are just like dripping.
Because they knew kids would kids weren't like discerning tastes yet. It was like a new market So they just knew if it was Mickey, some kids would buy it.
I know. And I feel like they've caught on now that they're like, the parents are going to finish everything the kids don't eat. So
Right. So you got to make it good.
Yeah. Cause now everybody that I know as a parent, I like watch them eating off of their kid's plate, but their kid gets to eat like good shit.
Yeah.
And I'm
also, they were way more reckless. Do you remember those diarrhea chips?
Oh, Megan Gailey came on and talked about them. Yes, that was her choice. The Wow potato chips.
Yeah.
Dude, the Wow potato chips.
That was it was known. It was known.
Yeah. I mean, those are the funniest. I live for that. I was so bummed when they went away because I was like, don't you dare take away fat-free potato chips from my fucking life. Like people were having the reports, like we read some of them out loud. They did like studies and they had interviews with first and last names of people who were like, I shit my pants on the way home. Like, I don't know why they used first and last names, but they were like, Beverly Jones, a grandmother of 2, said that she didn't make it home that day. Like,
has anybody tracked them down to see where they are now? I would
love to know.
I want to know if they felt like it was worth it. Like 20 years later, are you like, yeah, I'd still get those diarrhea chips? I
mean, I will tell you this. I never got to try them and I was devastated. And even if I got violent diarrhea from fat-free chips, every couple of months I would still get them. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Just to be like, look at the wonders of the world.
Yeah, it was. I mean, if you really think about it, it was a bold move. Like maybe we weren't ready as a society for it.
No, I mean, I don't think we were ready to shit ourselves, and then when people were like, why'd you shit your pants? You're like, well, I wanted chips, but I didn't want them to be fat. I didn't want them to have fat in them.
Yeah. Were they potato chips? Was it potatoes?
Yeah. I mean, it was potato. It was Doritos. It was like all of the Lay's brands. I mean, that should just tell you the priority in that era was that it was fine if you shit your pants as long as you weren't fat.
Yeah, it would be. You'd be okay. It's helping you.
Yeah, you're like, we literally don't care. It's fine. Just have it dripping down your leg, but please don't eat fat. Like fat free, please.
And people thought they could get away with. Like they're like, yeah, I could eat potato chips and have it not have any fat. That won't, no adverse consequences.
That was that whole thing though. That whole fat-free era was wild because I remember, speaking of 9/11 again. I remember on 9/11 we got sent home from school. We went to the grocery store and I got like a bunch of fat-free ice cream because I was really into it at that time because I was a fucking teenage girl who hated herself. And I was like, look at all this fat-free ice cream. And I just sat on the couch watching the towers fall. Eating fat-free ice cream. And I was like, yeah, this is fucked up, man, but I got my ice cream and it's fat-free.
I feel like a lot of people had that like if you were to start like a Facebook community or something of people who had done that, I bet you it's like a lot of people.
I would think. I mean,
think
I
we
would
got
hope.
pizza that day, and my mom we didn't get pizza very often. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it would be probably insensitive, but I would be curious to know on 9/11 what consolation food did you get?
Oh, that'd be good. I would really want to hear that.
I would too. I want to know because I got the ice cream, and I think I might have gotten Oreos too. I just don't think if you're a parent, what do you fucking do? You don't know what to do.
You let them eat all the ice cream. The one.
Yeah. You're like, look, I literally don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what's happening.
I honestly have no idea. I suspect it's an inside job, but other than that,
I know that jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
I already knew this. I actually got the heads up first.
Pre 9/11. Oh yeah.
Pre 9/11. Actually, exactly 9/10. I got the memo that
I was like, you guys better hold on to your butts. That was a real 90s thing to say. Hold on to your butt.
Hold on to your butts.
They really like butt, the word butt in the night. It hasn't come back either. I feel like people don't say butt anymore.
No, I don't think they do. Butthead, that was like a big one.
Yeah, butthead was a huge one.
I mean,
kids could kind of say it. Like you could say butthead and not really get in trouble.
Kids could kind of say it. That was like a funny, actually, I was just, for whatever reason, I was watching the Monica Lewinsky, like some series about the Monica Lewinsky thing, because they had that.
Oh yeah, the newer one, right?
Yeah. And I was watching a like I always, anytime I watch like a true story, I get impatient and I just like immediately go to the actual like documentary style stuff.
Or watch like a bunch of new YouTube about it, like news.
Yeah. And I was watching, and I guess Monica Lewinsky in like one of the Lewinsky tapes where she like told shit to Linda Tripp, she was like, I called him a butthead. And
she called the president that?
She called the president a butthead. They're in their weird, flirty, whatever.
Was it weird? Was it not?
I know it was like consensual, but like she was also like 21 and like, but like also very clearly like 21 based on the fact that she was like, I just called my 50-year-old boyfriend a butthole. Like, or a butthead. I mean, a butthole's funnier, but like
butthole would be great.
Yeah, butthole. I would love to call the president a butthole.
Oh man.
That's the power you wield when you are in that position.
Yeah.
If only.
If one day.
One day I'll get there. Okay, well, I want to play a couple games with you based off of your favorite snack. I've got a couple true or false quiz questions.
Okay.
So we're going to see if you know your shit.
I crammed. I
hope so. I really hope you did.
No. I mean, I think I know enough about.
We'll see.
Let's go.
We'll see if you know these snack facts. Okay, here's the first true or false. The name Triscuit comes from combining two words, electricity and biscuit. I don't know.
I want that to be true so bad. I think it is two words. I don't think those are the two words, though. I'm going to say false.
Okay. I mean, it's actually rumored to be true.
Damn it.
I know.
Where does the electricity come from?
So they were used like with a new process. It's back in like the 1900s. They were using electricity for shit, and they were like really getting their dicks hard about it. And so
a lot of electricity.
They were like electricity got a lot of dicks hard, and they were like, we created this new process to create a biscuit. And so biscuit, electricity, Triscuit.
I would rather they were called electricity biscuits.
I would too.
That's a much better name.
Well, especially because it's like, look, are we going to pretend like this is real food? No,
it's not. It's electricity biscuit sounds like the future. We'd have barbecue flavor if they'd have stuck with that name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's another true or false. There is a sour cream flavored Triscuit. Tricky.
I feel like, wait, is the garden one?
I don't know.
I believe that there is not. I gotta go false.
Technically it is false because it's sour cream and chive, but do. But see, that brings up the point that you brought up earlier, which is that they're doing too much.
That is an asshole flavor. That's an asshole flavor.
Chive, you had to go chive. You couldn't just do onion.
even sour cream. I backdoored this. I realize it's not anyone's first choice. You know what I'm saying? Like to present that to the masses is why just get a nacho.
I agree. They're definitely, sour cream and chive. And it's like, you know what? You could say sour cream and onion because that's normal. They also have like avocado, cilantro, lime. Like they've got like some shit that they need to work out.
Are they trying to make it for rich people? What's the...
They made Triscuit thin crisps with brown rice too. So then they did wasabi and soy sauce. And I'm just like, I need you guys to get it together.
They make it really hard to be on their side.
They do. They make it very fucking hard.
Like Jesus Christ.
Why would I? Have you noticed what they're doing now too? I don't know how often you go to the chip aisle and just browse, but major chip brands or cracker brands are now adding a sweet flavor, like a cinnamon sugar flavor to almost every chip.
I hate that.
Have you seen the Cheetos?
There's cinnamon Cheeto.
There's cinnamon sugar Cheetos.
But isn't that kind of like the cinnamon twists at Taco Bell?
Yes, it's exactly like that.
But I still don't want to buy that in a bag.
I know. Do they still sell the cinnamon twists at Taco Bell?
I don't know. It was a very slept on item.
It was. I used to get it anytime I would go. That was like my go-to. They gave it to you in the little bag.
Yeah, it was great. They used to give it with the kids' menus, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All their dessert shit was just like, I remember the drive-thru we used to go to, the kids that worked there were just like, fuck everything. I'll give you a bunch of free shit.
Yeah.
They just like truly didn't care at all. And I was like the ideal scenario.
That was a real big turning point in my life when like friends started to have jobs at places that you could get hooked up.
So good.
Like if you had a Subway friend. I was a Subway friend for a bit.
Were you?
Been on both sides of the law over there.
I was a Dunkin' Donuts friend. I was a Rita's Italian Ice friend. I was a coffee shop friend. I was a diner friend. I worked at all the good food spots.
Yeah, those are all pretty solid.
Yeah. I got a lot of free shit for people and I got in trouble for it all the time.
Yeah, it's not that easy.
Well, I mean, give me a break. Dunkin' Donuts, they should give you free donuts with every fucking...
Do they not give you free donuts?
They kind of do, but they throw their donuts out at the end of the night. So
always.
So like they should just throw a bunch in.
Yeah. Well, do you get to take them home? Like if it's the end of the night,
you can, but
that's a lot of old donuts. Though.
It's hard. Yeah. But they make them fresh every day.
I did not know that. Good for Dunkin'. I did not know that.
Yeah. They made them fresh every day. And I was like, oh, okay. There was like a whole, like this family would come in at night and it was like this Filipino family came in at night and their kids worked up in the front with me and they would bring me dinner if I was closing and they would bring me like the best tasting fucking Filipino food I've ever had and make donuts. And then I would get like fresh donuts. And I was like, yeah.
It's a pretty good, as far as the working experience goes, I think that's about as good as it could be.
Yeah. They fired me after I mean, not that family. That family loved me, but they fired me after my cat got sick. My cat got sick and died a couple times.
I wish being young enough to like legitimately think people believed me when I was calling into work.
Oh, my
you know
God.
What I mean? Like, naivete. It was beautiful.
I know. And it's like, I was always like ready to provide. I forged doctor's notes. I got suspended for forging doctor's notes. And I was ready to offer a doctor's note. Once I learned how to use a copy machine, or my mom's scanner, I was like, if anyone needs a doctor's note,
it's game over.
I will be there. If you think I can't provide a doctor's note for my absence, you're wrong because I will.
Oh, so they do. Is it just that they never follow up on doctor's notes?
Okay. Well, in my scenario, they had 17 identical doctor's notes. So I really I really didn't do a good job of covering my tracks. I didn't expect them to put them all together and hold them up.
You got a whole 17 off though. That's a lot. Like how long? That's pretty good.
It was really good. Well, because they were like, it was for excused late because I couldn't get to school on time to save my life.
So you weren't a bus kid.
Well, I went to a high school. I was originally going to one high school and then I got like kicked out / asked to leave. And so I had to go to a sister high school that was technically not on the bus route.
Interesting, man. You must have came in that new school with a lot of heat. Did you tell everybody you got kicked out of the other one?
Everybody hated me. They already knew. They like welcomed me with like a hate parade. So they were like, "Oh yeah, we know what we're doing." But then when I drove myself to school.
Okay.
And I still couldn't get there on time. That was like when I was like into the doctor's notes forging.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be. You were pretty cool. I was a bus guy until I stopped going to school.
That's great.
Is it?
No, riding the bus is cool. It's fun.
It was not cool. It was
cool.
Really bad. It was sucked.
Great. Were you a good student?
No, God, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean to go crazy.
No, go crazy.
Oh yeah, crazy. No, I was very bad. I would be able to be. I would keep my grades up to be eligible, and then it would be like right after football, like a month after football. All of a sudden, I have like all D's, and then just like working to fix that the rest of the semester.
So if you wanted to, you could have.
I mean, we'll never know now.
Look, go back. Go back.
I refuse.
I will tell you this. I wouldn't have graduated high school without cheating. I mean, I probably would have graduated, but I don't think I would have gotten into college. And I didn't even get into a good school.
What school did you get into?
Columbia College in Chicago. It's an art school.
It's not a bad school though, is it?
It's not a bad school, but my GPA with cheating, my freshman year, I almost failed completely. And then it went steadily up from there. But my GPA, I think, was like 2.1. It was bad.
That's really bad.
It was really bad. And so I got into school by the skin of my teeth, essentially. I did get into Temple University though, but I think that's
good, right? In Philly?
That's good. Yeah. Well, I think it was because I think it was who went there? Hall & Oates?
Yeah, they met at a party at Temple.
Oh, got it. Okay, let me just see another fact. Okay, here we go.
I feel good about this one.
Okay, good. Sour cream is made of harmful bacteria. True or false?
Harmful? It's not harmful, right?
I don't know.
Man.
In doses? Maybe? I don't know.
Well, I guess because at some point it gets worse. Like even sour cream goes bad to where you can't fuck with it. So I'm going to say true?
It's false. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
it's not harmful bacteria, but it is weird. It's made of bacteria. 3. It's literally just, I mean, it's yogurty. So I feel like you already knew that, but it is just bacteria.
But isn't plain Greek yogurt almost exactly the same as sour cream?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe probiotics. I don't fucking know.
They say that the plain Greek is better for you than the sour cream.
Whatever. Sour cream is so delicious.
It's pretty amazing.
It's fine. Okay. Here is the final question.
Okay.
Kellogg's owns Triscuit. True or false?
That's true.
It's false.
Whew.
It's
Kraft.
false.
It's Kraft. It's Kraft. Is it Kraft?
Nabisco. It's one of those, but it's not Kellogg's, and it's owned by the Shredded Wheat Company, which makes cereal, which makes so much sense.
Yeah, I've never seen them in the same room together.
I haven't either.
That makes sense.
So
basically the same thing, like pulled apart, right?
Yeah, it's like the same.
I used to love shredded wheat when I was a kid.
Did you?
I liked it, but with sugar on it. But yeah.
Okay, interesting. We
like
weren't allowed to put sugar on it.
Where you pulled it apart?
Yeah. The big ones or the little guys?
The big ones.
Yeah.
I never got the little ones. I feel like the big ones were cheaper.
Probably. I got both, but I remember I used to wrap them in provolone cheese. I would eat it like a Triscuit. So
oh yeah, perfect.
It was ideal scenario. Okay, I want to play Fuck, Marry, Kill, Polly. We've got 3 categories, and they're all snacks. So, are you familiar with Fuck, Marry, Kill?
Yes, and
Great.
I assume Polly is like I could date them, but also other people.
Yeah, Polly is who you engage with in addition to who you're married to. So like more significant than a fuck, but not your primary.
Okay.
Got it. Okay, so here are your categories. We've got Easter basket, picnic time, and baked goods. So we'll start with Easter basket.
Wait, I thought there's kill. I don't
wait. No, these are the categories, and then I'll give you snacks within.
Okay. Okay. Say them again then one more time.
Okay, so the categories are Easter basket, picnic time, and baked goods. So I'll give you the Easter basket options.
Wait, I don't like Easter basket. Can I pick picnic time first?
Okay, great. We'll do picnic time first. You don't like Easter baskets?
I just feel like there's a lot of fluff in there.
I agree. I agree with you. I don't disagree. It's just an interesting take. Okay. Picnic time. We have plain potato chips with sour cream and onion dip, Cool Ranch Doritos, Cheetos Puffs, so not the good kind in my opinion, and fruit salad.
I'm going to kill fruit salad.
No.
I just never have been partial.
You're not a soupy fruit salad fan?
No, I don't like it. I'm really weird about like just let fruit be fruit.
Sure.
Like I like mixing vegetables. I think it's because I don't like sweet stuff that much. So it's like I like mixing vegetables and all kinds of shit. I don't love mixing fruit into stuff that much.
Sure. I get that.
But okay, so yeah, I'm gonna kill fruit salad. I'm gonna marry plain chips and sour cream because that's basically like what my thing was.
Okay.
I am going to. So fuck is only once and Polly's multiple times.
Yeah, fuck is like a fuck buddy or like a one-time thing.
Okay.
And Polly is like, just as much or as little as you want. You could even share them with your married partner.
Oh.
I'm not judging.
Okay, well then I'm gonna fuck the puffs because there's like a lot of residue that it leaves in your mouth. It's just not actually good. And then I'm gonna Polly Cool Ranch Doritos.
Hell yeah. Okay. I like these choices.
I feel
this makes sense. I would marry the Cool Ranch Doritos.
Okay. Lock it down.
I can't help it. I'm hesitant to Polly with the plain potato chips only because I just feel like it's a lot of chip and it might hurt the roof of my mouth.
It's fair.
I hate Cheeto Puffs. I think they're so fucking useless. I'm going to kill the Cheeto Puffs.
Okay.
They make me so mad. I hate cheese doodles or whatever. And I would, then I'm going to fuck the fruit salad. Cause I've been known to look at a buffet and go, that looks bad, and I will eat it. I will take some of that melon.
Really? With fruit? I got fruit from a diner one time and I puked and I never went back.
Stop. Okay, that's what it is though then.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Well, no, but that was as an adult. That was as an adult.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense though. Why like fruit salad seems horrific to you.
It was also a gross diner, like not gross, but like shout out to Lucky Penny in San Francisco. It was like it never closed. So now they're closed though. They closed like permanently, but it was open 24 hours a day.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was bad. I don't know what I was. I feel like I was with a girl and I was like trying to show off, like, I'll get the fruit plate. Like,
I feel like at a diner, that's like one of the worst choices. I'll do it though every now and then.
It's just like you're rolling the dice for real.
You're rolling the dice.
Rolling the dice.
Well, these next two categories are going to be interesting because they're all sweets. So you're either going to want to kill yourself or kill everything.
I still like, I have my preferential sweets for sure.
Okay.
I don't like hate sweets or like I'll eat a dessert or something. I don't got.
Right. Okay. Well, then let's see. So we'll do baked goods first, and then we'll end with Easter basket. How does that sound?
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So here are your choices for baked goods. We've got a giant oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. I'm talking about like those big dudes that are like
the floppy ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
A cinnamon bun with cream cheese frosting.
Okay.
A glazed donut, just a plain glazed donut. And a blueberry muffin with a crumble topping.
Ooh. Shit.
I know.
I gotta kill one of these?
You gotta kill one of them. Take it out.
Okay. I think that first I'm gonna marry. I need reliable. I need tasty, but also hearty because we're gonna go through this whole life together, right?
Right.
I'm not trying to get married again. I'm gonna marry the blueberry muffin.
I love that choice.
Yeah. I gotta. That's like I gotta marry the blueberry muffin and the crumble top. So we're still having fun.
Yeah,
we're still having fun. It's not all business, but like we're gonna get shit done. I'm gonna get the nutrients I need in the morning. So I'm gonna So I'm gonna marry. I'm going. I'm going to Polly.
Mm-hmm.
The bun, the cinnamon bun with cream cheese, right?
Okay.
Because not all the time, but like that and a blueberry muffin, you're wildin'. That's like a lot. That's a celebration.
That's an intense lifestyle.
Yeah, but it's like that's why we only do it at, major events after we have a kid.
Yeah.
Major business dealings. Maybe we get a new house. It's not regular, but it's on the table for every once in a while. I think that's the way that we do that. And then I'm going to fuck. I'm gonna fuck the donut. I'm gonna kill the cookie.
Okay. Wow.
I like the flavor. I don't love the texture of oatmeal and cookies.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just like the flat oats. It's not my favorite.
I prefer it.
Really? Over like a regular cookie?
Yeah. A plain chocolate chip cookie, it will never be as tempting to me as a chocolate chip oatmeal cookie. It just adds a better flavor.
What if they put raisins?
Fuck, I would still try it. I mean, raisins. Who even needs
They do
raisins?
that so often, though. I think that's oatmeal's downfall is pairing with raisins. You picked a losing horse.
Here's the thing. If you give me an oatmeal raisin cookie that is really cinnamony, for some reason, I'm in.
That's the best part. That's the one thing that it's got going.
Yeah. The cinnamon part of it, I'm like, oh, okay, that works. I would kill the glazed donut because I just don't give a fuck about a glazed donut.
Man, if they could hear you talking like this at Dunkin'.
Sorry. I've had my share. I've had my fill, and glazed donuts are not it. Sour cream donuts are it.
What about like a Krispy Kreme? Have you ever had like a fresh Krispy Kreme?
Yeah, and I just don't fucking care at all.
All right.
I like, you know what I like? I like the kind of donut that's like a cruller. Like
yeah, I really like crullers.
Yeah, or like an apple like not turnover. What the fuck is it? A bear claw or like something like that.
Okay. Yeah, those are cinnamon though, right?
Well, yeah, they're just really brown. Like they're really like the batter looks almost like funnel cake.
That I like. Funnel cake, I'm all for.
Funnel cake fucking rules. I've had funnel cake in my adult life in the last like 5 years, and it did not disappoint.
What's the one that they have? What's the other one that they have at the fair? The big one.
Funnel cake and what? Elephant
ear. Yeah.
Elephant ear rules too.
Yeah, that's like a really good deal.
It's solid as fuck. Yeah, I should do fair snacks. Oh, well, you missed out. I would marry the blueberry muffin as well. Good call. I fully agree with that. I'd kill the glazed donut. I would fuck the cinnamon bun with cream cheese frosting, and I would poly with the oatmeal chocolate chip cookie.
I understand. I understand completely.
Technically, if you look at my two choices, blueberry muffin, oatmeal chocolate chip cookie sounds pretty healthy. Not just gonna say,
crumble top is not the most.
Okay, crumble top. There's blueberries in it.
Yeah, I guess blueberry antioxidants, right?
Yeah, it's a super fruit as far as I'm concerned. This is a super food. Okay, so here's the last one, your least favorite, Easter basket. We have robin's eggs. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's like not like a malted milk ball. What is it?
It's like
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's blue and spotted.
Yeah, exactly.
Light blue, dark blue spots. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Peeps, Starburst jelly beans, and a Cadbury cream egg.
See, this is so.
But now it's the opposite. You have to marry one.
This is so far away from where
you want to be.
Where I would be found. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to kill the robin's eggs.
Good.
I think that's the one I could do with the least out of all of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck. You know what? I'm going to fuck the jelly beans. I'm going to poly the peeps. I'm going to marry the Cadbury cream egg.
Wow. Okay, interesting.
Because the Cadbury cream egg is the closest thing that's in my
wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's like kind of just the only thing that's like, I gotta be me.
Yeah.
And then I was like trying to think, and it was like, I'm good for a peep every now and again.
Sure.
I don't really ever eat jelly beans.
I think Starburst jelly beans are a special breed.
Are they different? I don't even think I've had the Starburst.
Fucking good. They're the
they're better than the regulars.
Bean. Yeah, the only jelly bean that should exist is Starburst jelly beans.
Interesting.
Like, and if Maggie May and I talked about this for like an extended period of time because they keep trying. Other brands of candy keep trying and they can't fucking do it. Starburst jelly beans are the king. Okay. I would marry the Starburst jelly beans in a heartbeat. I also like fruity, chewy type stuff.
Okay, so that's fruit by the foot.
Yeah. Okay. So I like that. So I would marry the Starburst jelly beans. I would poly with the Cadbury egg.
Okay.
Even though I don't like it, it would be an uncommon gathering.
It's more for the partner.
Yeah. It's more just like to be like, look at this thing I nailed. And then I would kill the robin's eggs.
Yeah, I think that's
and and I would fuck the peeps because I'm always like, I don't do peeps. And then they come out with like a fun shape or color. And I'm like, I'll give it a try. And then I'm like, okay, peeps.
Yeah, it's always way better than you remember it being.
Totally.
100%. Like I always remember them as being stale or something. And then I actually have it and I'm like, oh, this is like a great texture. I love this.
I know.
Yeah.
So I just saw they have like flavored peeps too that I didn't realize where the sugar is flavored.
Oh,
so
like the on the outside, the sprinkled sugar.
Yeah. So like the marshmallow I like had it for Christmas. They had like hot chocolate peeps. And I was like, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, that's wild. That's too wild for me.
It's too wild.
That's too much for me.
All right. Well, you've been an amazing guest. I'm so glad you got to do the pod.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Tell everybody where they can find you.
I don't have a Twitter anymore. You can find me on Instagram at coolguyjokes87. You know, otherwise I'm around.
Just find him. He's around.
Yeah, just find me.
Well, thank you again. Yeah, sure. You trust the sea of nobody. Thank you again for being on the show. Thank you guys so much for listening. I am very glad that you're here. Bye.